Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Living La Dolce Vita, the front room refurb, and I think this is part 9. So, as part of my efforts to build cupboards into the alcoves, I've bought a new table saw. It's called from B&Q. It's called Evolution, for whatever that means. evolutionpowertools.com. So I thought I'd do a bit of a time-lapse film of the unboxing, and hopefully you'll see the finished product when it's all together. Anyway, so over to the time-lapse. Well, everybody, welcome back. So hopefully you've seen a bit of time lapse, and unfortunately the battery ran out towards the end. So and I wasn't, I couldn't do much about that, unfortunately. So right, so overall, well, let's put it this way: the price was £150 from B&Q. Now, obviously, you're not going to have top quality machinery for 150 quid. So, I suppose that's a given, isn't it? Overall impressions, yeah, you can tell it's 150 quid's worth and not 300 or 3,000 or whatever the prices are for a really top of the line machine. Putting it together, yeah, it was okay. I think you could do it on your own, but I would prefer two people. It would be better to put one of these together, especially when it comes to getting the bed level, the extension on the bed, because that's what I found tricky. You've got slots in the bolt holes to adjust up and down, etc. But to try and get it level and do up the bolts and all the rest of it is quite tricky, so you really need two pairs of hands. So hopefully I've managed to get the extensions level with the main bed, but the main bed it's very slightly out. If my level is true, because that may be out, mind, I don't know. There's a little bit of a gap, but time will tell when in use, I suppose. Now, as with all these machines, I think I would never trust these measurements. I would always put it to the measurement required, then get a bit of scrap wood, test it, measure that against obviously the fence, and then you can adjust accordingly. So obviously, if if you're doing several cuts of the same measurement, put this in to whatever you want. And so say if you want, so looking through this line-up window, so that's 3. What is that? I can't. A little bit fiddly. Yeah, see, these are things. It doesn't run smoothly. So that is. Yeah. So I think that could be a bit annoying, the fact that this doesn't go backwards and forwards smoothly. But I suppose, so if that's 10. Oops, it's a bit too far. And then you just look, hopefully, that could be interesting. Yeah, that's going to annoy me too. So, yeah, you can adjust that, of course, back and forth. I think that's standard on most of them. So if that's 10 centimeters, obviously I would check to make sure that is 10 before I wouldn't just rely on that, that's for sure. The dust extraction, I obviously haven't tried it yet, but yeah, that may need something to sort out, because obviously it's a bit flimsy. Yeah, and obviously ideally that would need to come from above. And how would you do that? Yeah, that would need to come from above and disappear somewhere. So I'll have to work around that. Anyway, I don't want to make this film too long. Yeah, it's just got all the standard things that you want. So this is to raise the blade up and down. That is to give you angle cuts accordingly. On-off switch. Apparently this will store somewhere maybe up the other end. Obviously we got a little device for making angle cuts on the flat. Excuse me. Obviously. Right, where does that lock into? That's interesting. I need to find that out. Can't see how that. It's not obvious where that fits in. I mean, I know it's for. It's obviously to clamp stuff down. Alright, I'll have to work that one out. Anyway, overall, well, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say. So I've got this to make these cupboards, and it'll either work or it'll go disastrously wrong. There we are. So yeah, we'll see. Do I want to start it up? Why not? Let's see if we can. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to shut the camera for a few seconds. So just made doubly sure that the blade is not fouling or anything. So here we go, and see how loud or whatever this thing is. Let's get rid of all the loose items first. That should be alright on there. Right, here we go. Quite loud. Obviously I'll be wearing ear defenders when the time comes, and a dust mask, of course. So we'll see how this works with the dust, because obviously with MDF, I used to work with it in a factory many years ago, making kids play furniture, and a much better machine than this, of course. But even that one, although it was an expensive machine, you still had to check the measurement on it, because it could be half a mil out. Half a mil, can make a big difference. So yeah, things like this, that's not lining up. It's dropping off there and all this, oh, I don't know. It's all right, but if I had the money, I'd invest in quite a more better quality, I suppose. But there we are, for 150 quid. I don't suppose we can complain. Right, that'll do for the front room refurb. What we call it? Evolution bed saw unboxing. There we are. Bye for now.